Unfortunately, Monday began with a loss, so minus 1% for that day. I only took this one trade. It wasn't brilliant price action today. We have a sweep of the built up liquidity, break structure, imbalance. We even had a sweep of Asia lows before breaking highs. And I wanted to target this built up liquidity up here. What I was expecting was it to come back up into here and then probably continue bearish. Because if you look at the DXY as well, there's also built up liquidity on the downside. So I was expecting maybe into this supply and then to drop down and probably continue bullish. Obviously inversely correlating with Euro USD, but it didn't happen. By all means, this was a valid trade. I'm happy I took it. I've got no issues with it. It fit my plan, so it was a good trading day. The only thing going against me was that it is clearly overall bearish, which I knew, but you know, sometimes you got to take a bit of a risk, but maybe December's just not the time to do that. As for Tuesday, price action was fucking shite again. I assume it will be that way for the rest of the week, probably up into the new year now. So I looked at the charts for maybe 10-15 minutes in the morning, left it, set a reminder for myself to come back at 13:20 just before, I believe it was PPI come out, whatever it was anyway. I came back just before news to paper trade and collect a little bit more data on my little strategy that I'm trying out, and it went very nicely. Both EU and GU returned me about 2.6R each, so I'm very happy with that. In future I'll probably try to leave some runners as well. Again on Wednesday it was really just collecting data. Price actions horrendous, so it was PPI at 130 UTC. Yeah, and I'll start off with GU here, just going to show you in the spreadsheet. And as you can see, it was a loser. Now I know exactly why this happened, because it was just invalid. The idea is to trade back into the imbalance, which actually did get filled in, but yeah, it was just invalid trade, so I wouldn't trade that situation again. EU obviously being virtually identical, the story is exactly the same. The imbalance did get filled, but it just wasn't. It was not a valid trade, so I know I went wrong there, so there's not really much more to look into. And as for FOMC in the evening around 7 o'clock, it was just terrible. So it did actually fit the plan. It was a valid trade according to what few confluence I do have, but as you can see it's still lost. So what I need to do in this situation is collect more data, figure out how to get this more consistent, how to avoid losers and how to get into more winners. It's simple as that, but that's why you collect this data and you just build a strategy from there. Thursday I spent the day out in the beautiful Yorkshire countryside on the edge of a cliff doing a bit of rock climbing. Had a good day, so I didn't even look at the charts all day, so no trades taken. And finally by Friday I had pretty much already decided that I wasn't going to trade for the rest of this year. I'll still look at the charts and see what's going on, but I probably won't place any live trades at all unless miraculously I see something really amazing. So I pretty much didn't look at the charts all day Friday, and regardless of that, there's absolutely nothing here that fits my plan within the session, so yeah, there was really no need to look anyway. As I say, it'll probably be low volume, poor conditions into the new year now, so I think I'm just going to relax, take some time out to be with family, recharge, refocus and prep for the new year. And now I'll just do a rapid overview of the whole week. Starting off with what went well here. Firstly, I stayed disciplined during poor conditions and didn't try to force any setups. And this is very important because a lot of people, when the market's not presenting itself to them, they'll try and force something and try and make a trade happen, or just place a trade that doesn't fit their plan. And that's destined for a loss. Honestly, you're going to lose every time you do that. I also remained patient while waiting for these setups to come to me. Sort of related to the first point, but it's all very important stuff. Just wait for the market to present itself to you and don't push anything forward. I took my loss very, very well. I thought it really didn't faze me whatsoever. And yeah, that's very crucial as well, all psychology based stuff here. And I stuck to my plan. This is the most important one here, because any day, week or month that you do just this is a good trading day, week or month. If you do just that, provided you have a solid plan, all will be well. Now it could be better. Of course, I ended the week with a -1%, so it could have been positive, but losses are part of the game. And I could have collected a little bit more data from some news events. There were a few events that I missed and didn't actually paper trade and collect any data, so I could have just done that. And to overview, I mean, not much really happened this week. Obviously I only took one trade and a few on paper, and there's going to be days or weeks where the market is not providing you with valid setups, and all you have to do in those times is just remain calm and wait for the market to come to you. Sit on your hands if you need to. As for now, until the new year, is time for family. I'm still going to keep up to date with the markets, but I'm going to recharge and reset because 2024 is going to be my biggest fucking year ever.